So bring your attention to the moment here and now, in this moment. With your intention, paying attention to the moment here and now with the right attitude. The right attitude towards yourself, how you are sitting, right attitude towards your perception, right attitude towards your practice. So first, sitting comfortably, as we are practicing sitting meditation. So it's very important to have a comfortable seat. And the comfortable seats that you are sitting, you have to motivate yourself not to move throughout this time and see that what happens. We are very short-tempered beings. We are very easily distracted. Inability to concentrate on the primary object and keeping yourself still. That means your mind is agitated, restless. And as a result, you move your hands all around. You will open your eyes, you will move your legs. But when your mind is fully concentrated and your mind is fully alert and awake, you simply become a person who is observing the mental state, the desire to move the hands, desire to open your eyes, and all other feelings and emotions. And here, what happens is that rather than taking action as you wish, as you desire, you will be simply responding, I am having this intention. I'm having this desire to move. I'm having this desire to open up. So you become mindful of your thoughts. And in your own intention, you are observing your intention to move, your intention to change, your intention to open up. But you have a very sharp intention, the right thought of understanding it. So, as you decided to sit here at this time, finding a comfortable position and resting yourself for this time of a meditation and observing what's going on, observing what is happening. And this is a living in the moment. And when we are unable to live in the moment, what happens that we will engage in those stories, and we will put on more different colors based on what we have seen, what we have understood, and what we have and what we have decided to put the color in. Similarly, you become unaware of your mental state whenever something happens or something going to happen. There is excitement, there is a frustration, there is anxiety, there's stress, and not able to recognize that. What happens? Your actions begins very frustrated, not calm, not quiet. The way you walk will be changed from very calm and gentle, become very harsh and very wobbly, not collected. Your senses will not be collected at that time. And out of a blue, you will be wanting to express. You want to talk. These will just come. And we want to add more colors in it again and again, trying to make it as we wish it. Like they're changing the color of the sky for our own purpose. And that's just the illusion. The reality, it will change. The ability to understand it, an ability to watch that intention. And as you have that intention and become aware of that, what happens is that everything that you are taking place, you are paying attention to it. You have a undivided attention in every action that you are taking, performing, doing, thinking. You become a very attentive towards the way you are walking, the way you are talking, the way you are sitting. Everything becomes so smooth, so subtle, so smooth, and so pleasing to see. And that attention is undivided attention to your every physical action. And that's why we have to have a right attitude in it. A right attitude towards every object, every feelings, every emotion that arises. Those arises because of condition, and it will vanish as the condition fades. So rather than engaging and proliferating and exaggerating and commenting in it like a headless chicken, we will be seeing it in its true nature. So it's a matter of practicing regularly. Doesn't matter how small that practice is, doesn't matter how much you become aware in everyday life. The more we try to be mindful of every action, the better we becomes. We become very alert. We become very mindful to the things that we come across. So now as you are sitting here at this time, sitting upright position and watching your mind, what's happening? What are you observing? Or are you having this desire to get calmness quickly as possible or get the enlightenment as quickly as possible? That's a desire. So in a spiritual journey, it is not after you desire you will attain, but the moment when you stop in the moment, everything just realized. Do not push yourself to be mindful. Do not push yourself to be concentrated in one object or another. And naturally, we are very good at concentration. Naturally, we are very good at meditation. All what we are doing, aware of the Pachupanna Dhamma, the reality which is happening here and now. We don't need to complicate things. All what you need to be mindful that you are sitting here. You're aware of your body sitting, in which position you are sitting, and what's happening. All what you're doing is to know the reality as it is happening here. We're not using our brain. You're not thinking about it. We are feeling it. And as we feel, we're using yoni somanasikara, wisely reflecting. Excuse me. And this wise reflection is very important in the practice of meditation. It helps us to see things clearly. It helps us to understand the reality. And all that begins not by thinking without any cause. We are thinking in the present moment what's happening based on the object that arises now, not what we have seen, not what we have experienced in the past, not what we have heard, not what we have read, but the reality that is taking place here now. Whatever you can observe in the body, whatever you can feel, whatever you are thinking, with a right intention, when you are paying undivided attention with the right attitude to the object that arises in every moment of the presentness, is the reality. And everything just unveils. The whole truth simply unveils from the moment here and now when you realize it. Obviously, our mind is, or we are habitually made up like that, that when we gain something which we like, obviously we become very inflated. When we receive something or when we get something disliked, we feel very down and heavy and feel upset. This is a natural phenomenon that happens as we engage. But here we are practicing, we're learning learning to build up the muscles of our mind to tackle with those situations, to understand those situations and cure ourselves from that disease. Do not be carried away with the things that you have received and you're feeling very happy. And do not be so sad that things didn't go as you wish. There's so many things didn't happen as you wish. There's so many things that you wish it to be happen. You can ask others to do things for you, but you cannot expect them to do it for you. It's their perception, it's their action. We can hope, but no expectation. And meanwhile, every action that we do, we have to do it very mindfully with a good intention and good attention there. When we do with our own intention, you are the boss of that action. Once it's done, you will have no attached to it, no clinging to it. The job is done and done. But if you are doing because someone has told you, then that's like a burden. In every situation, all what we are doing is to be mindful of that. Always have a good intention, good attention, and have a right attitude to things. And taking all obstacles as an opportunity, all the problems as an opportunity to develop your awareness, develop your wisdom, develop your understanding. I always take it as an opportunity to purify my karma, cultivation of my punya and parami. So I try to be mindful of it at all the time. The more we become mindful, little by little, the better we will become. And when the bigger things happens, immediately you can use this skill to take control and realizing it. An ability to be free yourself from any unwholesome states. Where everything becomes simple as it is. And that's simply because of the practice teaches us to be in the moment, ability to know, ability to recognize, and seeing how it dissolves. A few moments ago, you were angry. After you have watched it, gradually that dissolves. Everything just simply changes. We have a choice. Choose to be reacting to negative or positive, or just to be. The practice makes us skillful in this way. Physically, mind has got a lot of muscles to tackle with all these difficulties. And we can choose to respond or to react. And that action defines happiness or unhappiness in our life. And all begins not in the past, not in the future, but now. All what you need to do with a good intention, giving undivided attention to the moment, what's happening, with a right attitude, That desire condition arises and vanishes. That's all. So as we are sitting here comfortably, learning, observing, knowing, seeing, let it be. So continue practicing until you hear the gong diligently, persistently, urgently, having a clear understanding of what's going on and be mindful. Do not generate any liking and disliking state of the mind, seeing things as they truly are. Now we'll practice the loving kindness meditation. So relax yourself, bring your attention to the body, ease yourself. Observing any sensation, whatever sensations are there, be mindful. And bring that attention to your hands, awareness of the hands, whatever sensations are there. And bring that attention to your heart, feeling the beating heart. As you feel the beating heart, wishing you to be happy, healthy, free from suffering. Mentally, with a calmness and happiness and joy, telling to yourself, I am happy. And as you say, smiling to yourself from your bottom of heart, I am happy. When you feel the happiness, the concentration develops. That concentration of happiness brings joy. And that joy brings calmness, relaxation, and release. I am happy. I am well. A feeling of such a great well-being, both physically and mentally. I am at peace. Peace physically and mentally. So mentally reciting to yourself, I am happy, I am well, I am at peace. Similarly, sharing loving kindness and compassion to all other sentient beings, starting from you, dear one, from any particular person or thing that you would like to share kindness and compassion. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be at peace. And extending this loving kindness and compassion to all of the sentient beings far and wide, without the boundaries, without the any categories and separations. Whatever beings there are, visible and invisible beings, may they be happy. Wishing them to be happy from bottom of your heart. And as you share, you're feeling and smiling to yourself, and wishing them to be happy. May they be well. May they be at peace, as I have attained and experienced the peace and the calmness. Wish them to attain it too. May they be liberated. May all beings be happy. So bring that attention back to your hands, aware of sensations in your hands. Feel your hands. And to your body. Observing the entire body. And to your eyes. And as you hear the gong, slowly coming out from meditation and reflect for a few moments. Let's pay respect. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivade Savahato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Sabadevanno Bhagavato Sarvaka Sangho Sanghang Namami